Hey, it's Melina. I'm here at the Genzio Media House during ETH Denver. Today I'm joined by Alice from Foresight Ventures. We're talking about how they're on the lookout for the next big project in crypto. Check it out. Hey, it's Melina. I'm here at the Genzio Media House during ETH Denver, and today I'm joined by Alice from Foresight Ventures. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this interview.
So talk to me, what brings you to ETH Denver?
I guess it's my third time in Denver this year. It's quite interesting because like for the first year, we all here for the network, and then the second year I experienced like a FOMO kind of attitude of the market. But this year, I think the market has kind of calmed down a little bit. Mainly for us, the reason why we wanted to come to Denver is definitely for meeting our new friends, meeting more investor friends, and also like meeting our portfolios here. We have around 150 portfolios so far. So a lot of them will be hosting events here. So I got invited to like tons of dinners, tons of private events. I think that's part of the like PR strategy for our fund. And the other side is that we are going to, we already announced something very exciting.
Talk to us. What is it? What is it? What did you announce?
Yeah, so yesterday, the day after, 2 days before, we have an announcement with the BNB chain where Foresight is going to invest 25 million of US dollars into the BIA into the BIA initiatives, which is like Binance Incubation Alliance. BNB chain is the chain that's supported by Binance, right? And then they have a incubation program called BNB Incubation Alliance. And with that, you can see a lot of good startups, a lot of good founders coming out from that incubation program. And we have been like very strong supporter of that program, and we have invested in a lot of money. That's why we become like the official partner of that BIA initiative.
What made you guys want to go with BIA?
I would say like we can see a lot of synergies between Foresight and also all the projects on BIA initiatives, because Binance is like, people will perceive them as like an Asian exchange, right? And they back a lot of Asian developers, founders, and we see a lot of like innovation happening on that chain. And we also have like a very close relationship with the BNB. So that's why we wanted to, take a step further. Instead of just randomly invest in the project, we wanted to do it more in a structured way to support the Asian founders. And of course, it's not just Asian founders. BNB is more global, and we're helping them to be like global as well. For example, we've invested in a Bitcoin restaking project called Lombard. It is backed by the former team of Polychain Capital. And right now it has around 2 billion TVL.
Wow.
So it's growing very fast, and it's one of the most major Bitcoin and BNB restaking protocol in the BNB chain. So apart from that, we also invest in a lot of the AI projects with BNB. So one of the top ones it's called MyShell. It is an AI framework or AI platform that connects Web 2 and Web 3. So it has a lot of the tech perspective. It is not only for Web 3 audiences. It also has an open AI model that's open source on GitHub. And in 2024, I guess the trending, it's like very trending. It's top one repository in GitHub with around 20 million downloads.
Wow.
With that being said, they just recently launched token with a very interesting meme coin with BNB, and then later follow up, OKX listed them, Bithumb also listed them. So it's very exciting.
And things are moving,
project. Yeah, for us.
So you guys are based in Singapore, and now I hear you've come to America, you've come to New York City. So talk to us about the new office in New York.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm the head of the North America, and I help Foresight set up the office here. So it's a very nice opportunity for us to bring us more one step forward, because Foresight is based in Singapore, and we have an extensive network in Asia with all the tier 1 investors, tier 1 projects, and also like media alliances. But we we haven't even go global yet. That's why we decided to make a lot of moves last year, including like we acquired the block, which is like the top 3 crypto media, and then in the US. And then we started to think like, how do we actually kind of make our ecosystem more synchronized, right? We don't want it to be like super distributed across teams. So I set up the office in a One World Trade Center in New York with the Morph, and Morph is also our portfolio, with the Block team, with Morph team together. So 2 of my portfolio companies can all work together under the same roof. It's in One World Trade Center with beautiful views, and we host events for developers, for the founders a lot. Yeah.
I figured too, because we like to say, okay, crypto is like international and there's no borders, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, when you're in Asia, sometimes it's hard to find the people on the other side of the world. So I figured this would be really interesting for you guys to come to America now and really set foot in America. So I guess that was your decision too, right? To kind of come to America and now be here and tell people, listen, we're not just an Asian, VC. We're here now in America too.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, even before the acquisition happened, we've been actively invest in like global projects. Actually, more than 60% of our portfolios are American founders, European founders, or even Latin American founders. We never limit ourselves in regions. It's just like we wanted to put ourselves more out there with a physical presence in the US. That's basically like our way of thinking about this.
I guess, Alice, I also have a few questions for you. As a VC company, what do you guys look for before you decide to invest in a project?
That's a very good question. Thanks for asking. I got that a lot, actually. I think because I've been in this industry for 3 years, right? And before, in the first few years, maybe in 2002 or 2003, people would look at, whether this team is legit, whether the team has good backgrounds, right? More on the narrative play, more on whether they're good at building community. But like things have changed in this. Like I can feel it strongly changing this year, starting from 2020, late 2024, where like all the VCs start to shift their strategy and actually look into more like value creating perspective, where whether your business model actually makes sense instead of just like if it's just a narrative play. So for us, the most important thing right now is definitely your business model. And then second is whether you can actually generate revenue through this business model and kind of give it back to the community and give it back to all your investors. We've seen a lot of companies that has great backgrounds in Web 2, right? And then they enter into Web 3, but they initially get TGE, but like it doesn't work out that well. I think it's because they don't have a revenue generating model, and then also like they're not willing to share the revenue with the community. So that's the lessons that we learn right now.
What are you seeing right now? Because I find it interesting. You said, okay, in late 2024, we're seeing different things coming up. What are you guys seeing in terms of like topics or businesses or ideas right now for 2025?
I think for us, we look for like long-term perspective. So the bottom line is we want this company, whatever investment that we do, we want this company to survive at least for 3 to 5 years. That means you have to have cash flow. You have to have the ability to create real value and capture that part of value into your business model. So it's more like we identify 2 sectors. One is AI.
Yes.
Because AI is a big narrative. I think it's just beyond Web3. But also there are like a lot of the use cases where crypto especially fit into the AI play, such as the AI decentralized computation or AI payment, where you can settle with crypto 24 hours without border. So these are really cool use cases that we're exploring. And then the other sector is PayFi. So payment, not just PayFi, I think stablecoin payment, payment companies, B2B on and off ramp. These are all our these are all the sectors that we're very bullish in, because I think after the regulation clarity got better, in the U.S., I believe that the stablecoin will be more and more like frequently used by all the enterprises, and that explains why Stripe acquired Bridge, right? And then also we've been seeing a lot of the similar competitor of Bridge across a globe. And that's where we're very excited to, dive more deeper into, either where we wanted to, have them collaborating with our portfolio company for on and off ramps, for stablecoin issuance, or just like do a investment in them, or like maybe make an acquisition strategy like that. But I think that's for the payment part. Most of the deals will be on the equity side instead of the token side, because this is those companies and the founders that I talk to, I feel like they're more long-term perspective. They really think about generating revenue instead of just launch a token and then, leave it like that.
I guess maybe some final words, maybe share with us, where can people learn more? Where can they connect with you guys? And where can they come and pitch their business idea too?
Yeah, that's a good question. We have website, so you can go to our main website, and then there's a email that we have, so you could definitely submit your applications for for investments or for any kind of collaboration opportunities. We'll review that from time to time. You can also go to our Twitter account. So for me, I have my Twitter account. All the Foresight partner has Twitter account, and Foresight has his official account. So if you have any good ideas, you can also send us a DM.
Thank you so much, Alice.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me too.
Brought to you by Hedera and Foresight Ventures.
Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a house.
No, we do not understand that we do not want to have. Ladies and gentlemen.
We're back at the Genzio Media House.
Oswald, thanks so much for joining us today.